On the southern stretches of the Maya Riviera, Tulum was once a laid-back hippie town with a beautiful shore, some ruins, a few shacks for good quality food, and nighttime drinking. Free things to do in Tulum were plentiful. However, the rapid rise of Tulum to prominence in the last decade has turned it into a more touristic destination. With so many developments arising in Tulum, costs have also followed. We love to splurge on certain things, but we also love to do things that don't cost us any money. Tulum is still a beautiful place for backpackers and luxury seekers alike, and in today's video, we're going to be giving you some free and cheap things to do in Tulum to help you save money while you're traveling. If you're interested, then keep on watching.
Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm Waseem.
And I'm Shafeen.
And we are
WeWanderlustCo.
If it's your first time around here, then consider subscribing. So the first thing to do is to enjoy the cenotes and beaches. It might seem like an obvious thing to include in Tulum's list of best things to do, but it can be easily overlooked. Tulum's highlight is its cenotes and beaches. Tulum has one of the largest underground networks of rivers and includes plenty of marine life. If you book a trip to Tulum, you must at least spend a day by the beach and at least one day exploring the cenotes. So Tulum's waters are nice and warm, but the cenotes are nice and cool, so it's hard to resist diving in. You can get access to Cenote Arco Maya, which is one of the only free cenotes in Tulum. You can also take a day trip to Sian Khan Biosphere Reserve, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and spend some time at Camino al Punta Allen, which is located on the stretches of Tulum Beach. The area is still not touched too much by tourists and developers, so it's kept its natural charm intact. Swimming with sea turtles comes under our free things to do in Tulum. Well, near Tulum, it happens in the town of Akumo, which is a small town located between Playa del Carmen and Tulum. Access to the beach used to be free, but now it's $5 USD, which is paid to the Ecological Center of Akumo to get in. If you guys are going to be swimming 150 feet beyond the shore, then life jackets will be required.
The next thing you can do is to laze at Playa Paraiso or Paradise Beach. Playa Paraiso is one of the public beaches in Tulum where you do not have to pay anything to enter the beach, unlike Tulum Beach where you have to go through hotels and boutique hotels and beach clubs in order to actually access the beach, and you have to purchase something at the bar in order to enjoy the beach. But at Playa Paraiso, you will not have to do that. Actually, when we were back in Tulum, we visited the Tulum ruins and then we headed over to Playa Paraiso to enjoy the sunset, and they also had a nice little like a food or like a smoothie, a smoothie cart where we got some smoothies, and then
it was nice.
We enjoyed our time at Playa Paraiso. So if you guys do go to Tulum next time, you guys could probably visit the Tulum ruins and then head over to Playa Paraiso for sunset.
So the next thing to do is to visit the Pirámide del Pensamiento Positivo, so also known as the Positive Thinking Pyramid. So this pyramid is an artificial Mayan pyramid created out of plastic bottles. So these plastic bottles hold positive thoughts, wishes and desires, which you put inside the bottles and toss inside the pyramid. The pyramid is about 40 feet wide to 40 feet tall. It's pretty huge, and it's really cool because once the bottles accumulate up to 1 million thoughts, it's supposed to be energy generating to possibly and hopefully make all of these thoughts come true. So the cool thing about this pyramid is that every time there's a layer of plastic bottles added to it, they do add soil on top of it to help with the decomposition process. There's a floor around the pyramid too, just to add to the decomposition process. Over time, the plastic bottles will biodegrade, and this biodegradation process will turn it into a hill. The pyramid can be visited at Aldea Zama in Tulum from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. If you are in Tulum, you guys can deposit your PET bottles, which you've already bought, not to buy it for this purpose, because the main initiative is to be more environmental, more eco-conscious, and to reduce the waste that you already have.
So if you already have a bottle, you can go ahead and deposit your bottle there with your thoughts in it. Or if you're unable to be in Tulum, you can always send them a message on their Facebook page. I will go ahead and leave a link down below. And what they're going to do is they already have some PT bottles. They're going to write down your note, or you write down your thoughts on a note and then put it in the bottle and deposit it for you if you're unable to make it yourself. The next place to visit is Casita Shaman. This is for all the ladies who love their unique fashion finds. This is a little unique boutique right on Tulum Beach in front of Mateo's restaurant. We're talking a little bit of free people. You know, you have lots of gauzy dresses, tops, kaftans, beautiful handmade jewelry. So this is you know, like if you don't even have to buy anything, window shopping and appreciating all the beautiful, unique pieces will be a joy in itself. And yeah, when we went, we just took a look around. I never bought anything, but it was just so beautiful to visit and take a look at. So maybe that's something you'll be interested in. So do check it out.
The next thing to experience is the Spheric Museum. So this is a creative space that holds work from visual artists from all around the world. This is an artisanal workshop and also residences in which artists can create and experience art. So the way to find this is to go on Quintana Roo, and it's located right next to the Azulik Hotel. And there's going to be woven disc, colored disc pasted in front of the...
On the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you'll be able to spot it.
Yeah, and then the place is going to be open from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. daily. There's a few requirements, going to have to be 18 years of age and older. If you guys are going to be carrying baggage, or rather leave it at your hotel or inside the car, because anything above 15 by 15 inches is not allowed. And yeah.
Also, the most important thing is you're gonna need to take off your shoes to be bare feet, just so you can properly experience all the different textures of the museum.
Yeah.
The next place to visit is the Art Gallery Miniature. The Art Gallery Miniature has an array of ceramic sculptures and household items, and they also have unusual and beautiful clothing as well as art. And they also have
characters from folk tales.
Characters from folk tales and stories that are painted in a very unique way. So if you're down in Tulum, make sure to visit this free art gallery.
So the next thing to do is to explore the Koba ruins. So it is located around 40 minutes away from Tulum, and you guys can either catch a bus ride or drive there, which we did. Mm-hmm. The entrance fee is around $3 USD, and you guys can either opt to walk, rent a bicycle, or rent a driver to cycle you to the ruins.
Yeah, it's like a tricycle.
Tricycle. We opted to walk, but at the end we ended up riding bicycles back because the locals, they needed help getting the bicycles back.
Yeah, the staff that was working there was limited staff, so not enough people to bring all the bicycles back. So they were like, hey, you want to get on the bike and take it back for us? So we were like, okay. So that was a great experience.
It was nice, yeah.
Last but not the least is to discover the Mexican wildlife at Siancan. About an hour away from Tulum, Siancan, meaning origin of the sky, is ideal for a day trip. When you're leaving Tulum and entering Siancan, you are going to have to register your name and address. This is for security purposes and accountability, and to see how many tourists and locals in general are entering the reserve. We actually initially set out to Siancan to go to visit an abandoned lighthouse in Punta Allen, but we experienced so many beautiful scenes throughout the never-ending road that we were on. I mean, we have our drone footage, we have our photos. It was just so beautiful.
A lot of wildlife. How about the water?
It was just so stunning. And there we did see a few locals taking a swim at the different spots along the beach. I mean, the beach is just vast, it's so long. So you could just find any spot really and just park and just enjoy the beach all to yourself. And at that point, there were probably like 4 or 5 people total where we stopped. But at different spots, it was just the 2 of us. So it was all free.
There are tropical forests, mangroves, and marshes in the Biosphere Reserve, along with a marine area with a barrier reef that hosts around 300 bird species and mammals. So Siancan has to be, in our opinion, to be one of the best things to do in Tulum.
Yes, it is a must visit. You must go to Siancan if you're going to visit Tulum, because it is a reserve, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it's not like you're gonna see a whole bunch of people going there at once or developments. So it's nicely preserved. So you'll get a nice time in nature.
And then if you just keep on driving, you're gonna hit Punta Allen, which is the town.
Yet do not go to that abandoned lighthouse, because now it's
not abandoned anymore.
It's secured, it's painted nicely.
Fenced off.
Someone left a comment in our Punta Allen lighthouse video, which we have, which I can link down up here. So someone had mentioned that they had tried to go a few weeks after watching our video. They had tried to visit a few weeks ago, and he wasn't able to access it because it's secured now.
It's all secured and fenced off,
so
no more jumping fences or walls
or climbing abandoned lighthouses. So don't do that.
But definitely worth it.
These are only some of the free and cheap things to do in Tulum. There are plenty more once you get out there and start exploring, as Tulum has a lot to offer for everyone.
Also guys, don't forget to review your CAC guidelines before booking your trip to Mexico and Tulum. But that's it for our video for today. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys liked it, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.